No, I don't know if 2 to 3 hours, but hopefully it does. Everything's set up to the way it needs to be. Wow, Nathan, you got here quick, bro. You guys already know what it is. Now, I wasn't really planning to do a stream today, but then I seen from like the other day when you guys were asking me, and then some I'm sorry, I can't remember the guy's name. Asked me today. I'm like, okay, you know what? Today I'll do it. And specifically, because today is rumored to. Again, rumors, just rumors. Let's remember that it's just rumors. But wait, let me mute myself here. Okay, hold on. And there. Wait, no. There you go. So I'm just starting this 15 minutes before. Again, we're doing it from my computer. And yeah. We'll go from there. So we'll start. So I did get some food for myself, so at some point I am leaving to get my food. But that won't take me that long. Let's have fun tonight. I think today will be, I honestly have high hopes for today. Not just for Alexa and the Fiend. I feel like they will definitely for sure be interrupting something today, but I do feel excited for I think there's some other things that might be happening tonight with them. If you guys do hear any noise in the background, I have my little cousins here and my baby sister, so obviously they're going to be playing around, so they might be a bit noisy, but it shouldn't really affect it. As long as they don't come in here, I'm sure we're good. What's up, brother Nero? I was thinking if like the Star Wars comparison about the Fiend and Alexa, that means both dies. Yeah, I don't think they should kill neither characters, honestly. I think those characters will be making WWE some solid money. I think they should really hold on to those characters like it's their last life. But if they do plan to continue that storyline, then hell, just have to hope that at the end of the day, both of them don't self-destruct and they don't lose their characters. That's it. Because again, these are good characters and there's so much potential for both of them. But with Alexa and the whole Charlotte thing, I think there's a possibility for that, and I don't see Braun and Randy's match being clean, but there's a chance that it could be. So you gotta understand, when you go into Raw, there's rumors that there's call-ups and Nikki Cross is coming back and just other things. So we got you don't, I don't know, but I feel like Bray and Alexa's involvement in the show is inevitable. I really do. If it doesn't happen, okay, but I'm sure it will. But again, I'm open for anything, if just in case. So I'm good over here. I won't feel any disappointment. I just want to make sure that I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the thing about WWE, it's really not that predictable. Anything can happen. And if I'm gonna give Vince McMahon any type of props, is the fact that it really isn't predictable. I can't tell when certain things are going to happen and whatnot. So we just gotta wait and see what happens on the show, man. If they get separated in the draft, then you know for sure that they're both separately doing their own thing. They're not going to be in the storyline for the time being. But I think there's a good amount of people that want to see thing, but I kind of don't, just because I feel like there's a chance that both characters can self-destruct, and yeah, you don't want that to happen. So I think they should just hold up a bit before they get into that and give these guys a chance to run the characters. Now, this is significant between two matches. We look at, if we're going to talk about the possible places where Alexa and the Fiend can get involved, is Braun Strowman versus Randy Orton. Those are two people that hold ties with my guy with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and then you have Charlotte versus Asuka, which is the main event, which holds a certain amount of significance. Now, there's two things. You have, with Alexa now, you have the whole Charlotte thing, with her answering Charlotte on Instagram. And then you have Asuka, who received a mandible claw from Alexa, so you can definitely see something happening. But then there's another person, Rhea Ripley. Again, I'm still hoping for my fatal 4-way, because I think that would just be a very fun match. Switch it up, get Alexa back in the women's division, and that would be fun to see and watch. Asuka versus Charlotte versus Rhea versus Alexa. Those are all pretty big names, so I think that would be a good match. But we'll see what Vince does. We'll see what Vince does, or Bray does, or whoever is the one handling the story. But yeah, the best thing I wanted to tell you guys, which is why I started this 15 minutes before the actual, which is about to start, is just keep an open mind. We are predicting things. It doesn't mean what we predict is fact, even though it may seem obvious. We just gotta be open-minded, knowing that there is a possibility that nothing that we predict actually happens, right? But let's just hope. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll both die. Alexa is more likely to self-destruct than Bray. She's going to become too powerful. Yeah. Again, I would love for both of them to hold on to their characters, honestly. I think this is the best Alexa has ever been, honestly. She's kept me intrigued for the most part. I'm not gonna cap. In comparison to her old character. And her old character wasn't that bad, but, you know, I just think that this character is 10 times better than that one. And with The Fiend, you know, ain't nobody really want Bray Wyatt or The Fiend to really lose their characters, of course. And there's so much things that can happen. There's a possibility that Finn Balor comes back. There's a possibility that, because they're saying that there's a possibility for call-ups. Now, Raw last week was pretty bad, and I think that was strictly because they were giving a lot of people breaks after WrestleMania, so a lot of people were resting and not actually on the show. And I think the same goes for SmackDown too, because you didn't see any Daniel Bryan or Edge, so there was people who were getting breaks and not really like showing up for the first week. But now you got the second week now after WrestleMania, the second Raw after WrestleMania. So there could be, again, there's so much potential to build up like a solid match for us all to watch. So I mean, again, yeah, the new character of Alexa is money, like what Nathan said. So I honestly don't see them scrapping it. But if they do plan to self-destruct, I'm not in agreement with it, but we'll see what happens. Again, before we hop into the show, let's keep an open mind. We can feel disappointment. We can feel happy. There's all kind of things that are going to happen when watching Raw. So let's just go in here, keep the positive vibes, and enjoy ourselves. Because there can be a lot of stuff that happen, even things that blow our mind. Again, WWE is really not that predictable. So let's see what happens. Again, I do feel like, okay, I feel like there's a higher percentage of Alexa and Bray doing some nonsense or interfering in some match. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? If they kill Alexa's character, I'll be I would be fairly vexed too, because I'm really enjoying this character and I want to see what she can do in the women's division. So if they really do destroy that character, we're gonna have a problem, WWE. I'm gonna have a hard time digesting that, I know for sure. But you gotta prepare yourself for all things. My lips are dry. You gotta prepare yourself for all things. So again, it's redundant to say, let's just keep an open mind. We're about to get started here. I'm gonna go over to my Ignite now. I might have to sign in. I'm retarded. I should have done that from the jump. It's whatever though. It's not like I'm gonna really be missing anything. Oh guys, let me sign into this. Okay. So yeah, I wasn't really planning on doing a stream, but I was like, you know what? Big things can happen tonight. Do I want to miss? Last week I was pissed because I'm like, this is a perfect time for me to stream. So last week I was fairly upset that I didn't do it. I tried to charge up my phone a bit, but it might die because this is a 3-hour show. So, it won't die, but I will switch the camera over just to kind of thing. So you guys are going to hear the mic, but I'm going to plug it out and switch it over. You'll still be able to hear my voice. It just won't be with the mic, obviously. I didn't even have to say that, did I? No. Alright, live TV, all channels. And let's scroll down and find Monday Night Raw. Yes. I just realized how long this show actually is. Like, my lord. It ends at 11 o'clock. The show's actually pretty long. But it goes fast whenever I stream. I'm gonna get blocked for this shit. I'm gonna get claimed. Cause WWE claims me for audio, bro. That's crazy. And nothing's visually being seen, but whatever. This is opening to Marvel Comics, man. Alexa says she doesn't want to go back to the Goddess character. Yeah, seen that. But again, Alexa really doesn't have much control over that, so if they tell her she has to go back, she just has to. Unfortunately. But again, I don't think, because Vince, he's about money. And if he really wants money, I'd keep the dark character if I was you. There's only like a couple people who really want her to go back to that, and I don't know why. Those people are busy.
And also find some answers, especially when it comes to the Scottish Warrior. Lots of intrigue at the end of last week's Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Alright, we're getting started.
McIntyre.
Actually, no, let me answer this person after, because answering her now won't be a good idea.
You say lots of intrigue, I say lots of questions. As Drew McIntyre heads towards another opportunity.
Sorry guys, I gotta check my order, man. Okay, we start with this guy, and he's like showing off his pecs, no shirt.
Last Monday, Randy Orton with the RKO. Right when Randy appeared to be punching his opportunity to WrestleMania Backlash.
That was a good ending, though. I like the ending of that match. Of course, I would choose another winner, but the ending of the match was pretty dope. I'll give them that.
Celebration would not last long after Drew McIntyre captured a victory in that triple threat match, because we thought McIntyre was going to get another look at his future at WrestleMania Backlash in the form of Bobby Lashley, until this. The Twin Towers, once upon a time of retribution, Mace and T-Bar flattening the Scottish Warrior.
Yeah, WWE is a business like they say they are. Again, keep the character. I love the fact that Corey Graves is on this commentary team.
So, the Scottish Warrior did indeed prevail, and that means that he'll be ready to take on Bobby Lashley, streaming live on the WWE Network on Peacock 4 weeks from tonight for the WWE Championship.
That graphic's pretty nice. The little smoke thingy.
WWE Champion Bobby Lashley that he did recently at WrestleMania.
No, he definitely sounds like the typical sports thing, but I think over time he'll get better. So. I don't hate him.
You can work hard, you can never give up, and make things happen. Sometimes,
as long as you bring something fresh to the table, it's okay.
Right into your lap. Case in point, last week myself and MVP were having a back and forth, a little war of words, and I happened to mention that eventually I will get my WWE Championship rematch.
I don't think you're gonna win it though, Drew. I'm sorry.
Triggered a few superstars in the back. It's amazing how easy people get triggered these days. Before I knew it, Braun Strowman was marching out here telling me won, title shot first, me won that opportunity, and then Randy Orton slithers his way out.
Yeah, I think he is, I think he's from the MLB. I feel like I've heard his voice before, just in baseball. I think he's from MLB. I remember seeing an article about him.
A three-way #1 contender match.
Again, as long as he brings something different to the table, I don't mind.
My chance.
I'm not against his voice.
To get back my championship.
And he's new, so he's not going to be the best, but eventually he'll get good at it.
Here before you, #1 contender. Also, with opportunity, you can just dive into the deep.
One thing Drew McIntyre is good at is promo.
Make it happen for yourself. Let's talk about Mace and T-Bar. They decided to make their name at the expense.
I'm sure he's gonna lose. I don't see him winning.
McIntyre last week on Raw. Now, I don't think for a second they're the masterminds behind this. In fact, I know the mastermind is MVP.
He's just doing business.
Why those monsters would align with MVP? I have more questions than answers. Are they going to start wearing those fancy little suits? Take off those stupid masks? Maybe, just maybe, MVP will put on one of those masks, cover up his ugly mug. I don't know. I'm sure he's not going to tell me. All I know is when I get my hands on those
man.
bastards, I'll get
I don't mind them. Just take the mask off of them.
Alright, we'll stand this right.
Yeah, I don't hate Drew.
Getting a little
It's
bit
just
fired up now.
his time. He can. I
I feel
don't
like a
know.
fight. Does anyone feel? Oh, that's just the man I wanted to see.
And Drew McIntyre believes.
How many times has Drew opened up Raw, man? If Drew, well, he's already rich, but well, I think he's rich. And
Drew, you weren't expecting.
How many times has Drew opened up Raw? I love MVP.
Allegations? Seems to be a trend with you.
rich suit black
At
man.
WrestleMania, you weren't expecting.
That's what we love to see.
The almighty WWE champion to put you to sleep with the Hurt Lock. You weren't expecting
Just
T-Bar and Mace to attack you last week.
Let me guess, you knew nothing about it, did you?
Listen,
You're innocent.
I know it's a tired and worn out cliche, but perhaps you should start expecting the unexpected. Wait. Where are my manners? Forgive me. On behalf of the almighty
I'm not exactly against this, though.
champion, I'd like to extend to you a very warm and sincere
man.
congratulations on your victory.
He must be making that moolah.
WWE champion Bobby Lashley feels that you will make a worthy adversary for him to beat again at WrestleMania Backlash when he puts the Hurt Lock on you and puts you to sleep again.
That's not a prediction, Drew. It's a spoiler.
You gonna stand here and look me in the eye and tell me you had nothing to do with that attack last week?
Drew, listen to me. Bobby Lashley, the almighty WWE champion, is the chief Hurt officer of the Hurt business, and I'm his vice president. He makes the decisions, and recently he decided to downsize the Hurt business. So use some intelligence for just a moment. Why would we recruit those guys to attack you when the almighty WWE champion has already proven that he can beat you by himself at WrestleMania?
And I also remember right before WrestleMania when he tried to set the whole locker room on me, so it'd be such a shock if he had these two guys coming after me, wouldn't it now?
Listen to me, Drew. I will say this one last time.
See, now they're making sense of the fact that they wouldn't.
Mace and T-Bar have zero affiliation.
Exactly. So they're trying to make sense. They're making sense of it. Because there's a lot of people who will be complaining about, oh, why would they break up the Hurt business and bring. Well, here's MVP's answer. This is why I always say we have to wait until things unfold before we start assuming things. Because you never know. Even now, we can't even say this is the final judgment. There could be more to it. And they did get them to affiliate with MVP, but who knows?
Maybe, just maybe.
I prefer to wait until everything's to the water
You
still.
walked out on the stage after I won that match last week, then I was attacked by Mason T-Bar. Maybe, just maybe, you and I can talk this out.
Speaking of Mason T-Bar, doing it again. This is unreal. Oh, no, whoa, watch out. This gargantuan duo. No, this is not fair. To the sky.
Realistically, though, they really need to take these masks off of them.
The second week in a row, Drew McIntyre about to fall victim to Mason T-Bar. Another chokeslam for
Handicap match.
last week, and MVP just looking on. I'll tell you, something's real fishy here, guys.
I mean, they didn't stand behind MVP.
I agree with you, Byron. Certainly more questions than answers here in the opening moments of Monday Night Raw.
They need a new theme.
Affiliated with Bobby Lashley and MVP.
This guy just wait for them.
Dogs. Birds. Porcupines. Hedgehogs. Snakes. Saber-toothed tiger. Saber-toothed tiger. It's extinct, right? Sure is. Gone. Forever. Exactly what we're gonna do when we finish off Drew McIntyre.
So maybe this is like out of their own free will. They have their own.
You and I can talk this out.
Having a few moments ago, Mason T-Bar, just like you did last week, completely ambushing Drew McIntyre as MVP looks on.
Drew McIntyre's been around WWE long enough to know you never turn your back on a threat, particularly the size of these two villains.
No, but that's what they're trying. That's what MVP is trying to say. He's saying that that same very reason is like, why would they replace them? So he's saying that he's not affiliated with them because if he got rid of my guy there, if he got rid of Shelton and Cedric, why would they go for Mason T-Bar? That's what MVP is saying. So he's saying that they're not affiliated with them. So I guess Mason T-Bar have their own reasons why. At least that's what it looks like for now. So I don't know.
That reminds you there's less that separates us than brings us together.
Again, we just have to wait. We gotta wait for those answers. Bro, I need my food to get here, bro. Like, I'm hungry, bro. Hold on.
Drug cartel that skated under the radar for 2 decades.
Sorry, guys, just checking something.
To help modernize this organization.
This thing slows down my phone whenever I
Your wife was murdered right in front of your eyes.
I was a damn good cop 12 years ago. I'm a better cop now.
And I will take him down.
So only the downfall is the commercials, man. I cannot stand commercials, bro. Like, I just wish we didn't have commercials. I don't care about what you guys are trying to produce here, bro.